Okay, so over here what I can do is I can write vector r, or the resultant vector r, this is equal to vector a plus b plus vector c. So which part I am talking about? I am talking about this triangle that we have. Okay, so from this quadrilateral I can draw vector a plus vector b, and this is vector c, which is giving us vector r. So from triangle law we can say a plus b, a vector plus b vector together plus c vector is nothing but your resultant vector. Also, if we consider another triangle, if we consider another triangle of vector a and vector b plus c over here, okay, and this is the resultant. So in that case what I can write? I can write resultant is nothing but vector a plus vector b plus vector c. Okay, now from these two equations what we have is left hand side is same, so what we can write is right hand side is also same. So vector a plus vector b plus vector c is equal to vector a plus b plus c. Okay, and this law is nothing but associative law or associative property of vectors. Now let us have a look at this question over here, which says that we have five vectors: vector a1, a2, a3, a4 and a5, right? So this is vector a1, a2, a3, a4, and there is this vector 5 over here. They have asked us to find resultant of a1, a2, a3 and a4. Now over here what we are going to do is we are going to use our triangular law, triangle law of vector addition, and try to finish this. So first of all what we'll do is we'll take this addition of a1 and a2. So this vector that we have drawn is vector a1 plus a2, right? So you got vector a1, so you got vector a1 over here, जहाँ पे ये end हो रहा है वहीं से you got vector a2, right? And the starting point of a1 से लेके ending point of a2 will give us what? Will give us their addition, right? Now what we'll do is we'll go one step ahead. Now this time we will be adding this side and this side, okay, and we will be completing this triangle. Okay, so please tell me, on this side what you have? You have a1 plus a2. On this side what you have? b2c, you got a3. So this vector oc will be nothing but a1 plus a2 plus a3. Okay, and lastly again what we are going to do is we are going to take this side, this vector and this vector to complete the triangle, and this is completed by this side. Okay, so when you add these two what you'll get? You will get uh, od side या फिर a5 vector, this is equal to what? a1 plus a2 plus a3. This is the first side, and the second side is a4. Okay, so when you add all this what you get is a5. So the resultant of all these vectors is a5. Hope you all understood this. Let us go ahead and talk about the next law, and that is law of parallelogram for vector addition. Okay, now up till now we have discussed vectors which may not start on the same point. Now let us consider a scenario where you got vector a and vector b, they are starting from same point. We are again over here finding the resultant. Okay, so how to do it with the parallelogram? So remember this step. This vector b you have to draw at the end of vector a in parallel with b. Okay, so this is vector b ka vector b only. We have shifted it from the starting point of a to the ending point of a. Likewise you will do it for vector a. So vector a को हम shift करेंगे and we will draw it in parallel over here, so that we can complete the parallelogram. And we will draw a diagonal which is starting from their common point, and this diagonal vector will be nothing but the resultant of this a and b. I hope you have understood this. Let us take one more example. If I have some vector like this, if I have some vector like this, okay, so how to do it? Just draw this vector parallel over here and vector a parallel over here. This resultant will give you the diagonal will give you the resultant of this vector a and b. Let us take one more scenario. Okay, this is vector a, this is vector b. Draw a parallel over here. Okay, now have a look, this b is parallel with this side, and draw a similar vector like a in parallel over here, and this resultant is nothing but vector a plus vector b. Okay, I hope you all understood this. Let us go ahead with the detailed understanding of this. So let us consider this. We got this vector OA over here, which is vector P, and vector B. There is this angle theta between them, and we have drawn this resultant vector, which is R is equal to P plus Q. Now to find the magnitude of R, what we have done is we have extended this side of OA so that it can meet with the perpendicular drawn from this point C. Okay, so we have drawn a perpendicular from point C, and we have extended this side to meet at point D. Now what we are going to do is we are going to do some derivation. So let us have a look at the triangle, right angle triangle given of ODNC. Okay, so we got this ODC, right angle triangle, and from that we can write that OC square, which is nothing but hypotenuse, is OD square plus DC square. Okay, so OD the horizontal side and DC the vertical side, the square will give us the hypotenuse. Now over here what we have done is OD is having a point in between, which is A, so we can write OD as OA plus AD, right? And over here what we are going to do is we are going to apply the formula of A plus B square. So what we'll be having is OA square plus 2OA AD plus AD square plus DC square. Okay, now what we can see is, have a look at the triangle ACD. Have a look at the triangle ACD. This is also a right angle triangle, right? This is also a right angle triangle, so we can write AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. Okay, have a look at this. So this AD square plus DC square, in that what we are going to put is we are going to put AC square. So I'll write everything else as it is. So you got OA square twice OA AD plus DC square. Sorry, this will be AC square. Right? Now, in this case, have a look. OA is nothing but vector P. AC is nothing but vector R. Sorry, AC is nothing but vector, not R. AC is nothing but vector Q over here. Okay? So this AC is drawn parallel to OB. This AC is drawn parallel to OB, so both are same. Parallel vectors will have same magnitude, and in this case they have same magnitude and they will have same direction since they are parallel. Next what we see is, in this triangle of ADC, in this triangle what we can see is cos theta, and cos theta is nothing but AD by AC, right? Cos theta is nothing but adjacent upon hypotenuse. So in this triangle over here, what we have is we have AD upon AC. So what we can write is AD is equal to AC cos theta, and AC, as we already discussed, is nothing but Q. So this can be written as Q cos theta. Let us continue in next video.